okay, don't you join me in a standing position. Standing up nice and tall. Feet hip distance apart, lifting your toes all the way up and then planting them down nice and wide. Doing that again, seeing if you can do that without spreading your fingers. Pressing them down. Good. Hands on your hips as you just start to rock forward and backwards. Just starting to feel more connected with the surface that you're standing on. And then bringing your arms out to the side, coming to stillness with your feet. Inhale the arms all the way up towards the sky. Interlace your fingers, palms up towards the sky. Maybe bring your feet a little bit wider as you stretch up over to the one side, stretching out your side. Inhale to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale to center. Exhale, release your arms all the way down alongside the body, interlacing the hands behind your back. I'm just turning to show you. Squeeze your palms together, squeeze between the shoulders so you can open through your heart. Inhaling as you lift your hands. And exhale as you hinge from the hips. Just do what you can. You can always bend your knees if you need to. Into a forward fold, letting the weight of the hands drop the arms all the way overhead. You're tucking your chin. Bending your knees to help you come up. You are pulling with your hands, reaching your hands up towards the sky. As you uncurl, coming back up to standing, releasing your hands, arms all the way up. Interlace your fingers again, palms up towards the sky, side stretches again. This time move your hips to the one side as your hands move to the other so you can really get a shift. Inhale to center. Inhale over. Inhale to center. Release your arms all the way down alongside the body. Bring your hands together again. Interlacing your fingers the opposite way to how they were before. So just so that it feels a bit strange. Feet nice and wide. Bend your knees if you need to. Inhale as you lift your hands. And exhale as you fold forward. Tucking your chin. Just spending a few moments like this. Leading with the hands again. Inhaling as you come all the way up. Release your arms alongside your body. Bring them all the way up towards the sky. Feel how they might feel like they're floating. And then exhale, woodchopper breath. You're going to bend your knees and sweep your arms down as you exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale, upright. Exhale. Inhale, up. Exhale. And last time, inhaling up. Inhaling as you bring your hands onto your knees. Bring your knees nice and wide. Bring your feet nice and wide. You are going to check that your knees aren't overshooting your toes. So this is like a variation of horse pose. You can use your hands to press your knees wide, just do what you can. And just spend a moment or two hanging out here as you open into your hips and your groin. Maybe there's room for a bit of movement. Welcome to everyone who's joining. You can slowly straighten up your legs, turn your toes in, folding forward into a prasarita. Hands are on the floor, just beneath the shoulders. You could keep your knees bent, remember. What we're trying to go for is a nice flat back. If your legs are straight, you can draw your kneecaps up, nice strong quads. You might want to stay here, you might want to keep the bent knees. If you want to forward fold, take a breath in. And exhale, folding forward. Many different things you can do with your arms here. You can have them just dangling down towards the floor. You can hold on to opposite elbows. You can hold on to opposite ankles. You can reach your hands through between your feet, fingers pointing away from you, palms down. Wherever you are, see if you can relax into the neck by giving your head a little shake no, little nod yes. Stretching your arms all the way out in front of you, almost like a puppy pose, melting your heart down towards the ground. As you stretch into your armpits, walking your hands back towards the center. Turning your toes to face out, we're going to come back into that variation of a horse pose. So the knees are bent, the knees are reaching over the toes. What's the time here? Let me just check. Okay. Alright, so we're actually just about to start. Just take a breath or two more in this horse pose, dropping your weight down into the pelvis. Nice opening into the hips. Deep breath in. Exhale as you dip your left shoulder forward. Inhale to center. Exhale, right shoulder forward. Inhale, center. Exhale, left shoulder dip. Inhale. Exhale, right shoulder. Inhale and coming back to the center, slowly straightening out your legs as you heel toe them, your feet together. Inhaling, arms all the way up again. And exhale, hands to heart. Good. Good morning to everyone that's just joined. Let me get myself a little bit more settled here. Moving into the sitting part of our practice. Welcome everyone. What a lovely, lovely group of beautiful, shiny, happy people we are sitting together. A whole bunch of familiar faces and names and avatars. Some that I don't know. You are all very welcome. Day 19 of South Africa's lockdown. Yeah, you're very welcome. So getting a comfortable position, whether that is cross-legged for you, whether you're lying down or sitting on a block or a cushion or a bolster or a bench, taking a moment to feel that you can hold the position you've chosen for the next 27 minutes or so. We'll start with one chime of the singing bowl, followed by 3 ohms if you want to join me, and then settling into a breathing meditation, breath awareness meditation. So letting your eyes close if that's safe for you. Breath in. Breath in. Breath in. Breathing in through the nose as you lengthen your spine, sitting up beautifully tall. And out through the mouth with an audible sigh as you settle. Another breath in. And out. And in. And out. As you move into the present moment, getting a sense of how you are this morning, just this morning. Maybe using a word or two to encapsulate how it is that you find yourself this morning. Not needing to go into all the reasons why you're feeling what you're feeling. Not needing to judge what you're feeling as appropriate or welcome or good or bad. Just noticing how you are this morning. Noticing how very quickly the mind wants to explain it, analyze it, justify it. Just letting all of that go as you settle into the fact that you're feeling the way that you're feeling. There's no precedent for how to feel in the midst of a global pandemic. We just observe, we notice what's going on, and we allow that to be exactly as it is. Another deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breathing in and out through the nose now. And as we move our awareness out of the future, out of the past, out of the space of judging and analyzing and trying to understand, into the space of the present moment and just accepting whatever's going on. It can be really, really hard to do, but we're going to move our attention through various points in our body, noticing what tension may be there, and using the out breaths to just soften into whatever this morning holds for you. That softening, that impartial awareness, that allowing is all part of the journey towards acceptance. Not fighting, just allowing ourselves to be as we are. Becoming aware of the base of the body, whether you are seated or lying down, noticing the support that is beneath you. As you breathe out, allowing yourself to totally release down into that support. Shifting the attention to the length of the spine with your next breath in, feeling how beautifully long your spine is, feeling that the crown of the head is reaching up towards the sky, and that when you breathe out you can just relax down into your spine, into the support that's there. Feeling how that feels to be sitting or lying completely supported by the surface that you're on, as well as by the strength and the length of your spine, but using your out breaths to release any tension. Sitting or lying in a position that embodies dignified awareness, without rigidity, without bracing. Moving the attention to how the head is balancing on top of the neck. Using the in-breaths to bring the head into a position where it really does feel supported by the spine. If you're lying down, feeling that your head is really beautifully supported by the pillow that might be there. And using the out-breath to relax all the little muscles around the eyes and the mouth. The lips gently together, but the teeth slightly apart so that the jawbone is relaxed, the temples are relaxed, and maybe even imagining that your brain is relaxing as you step away from all the information, all the thinking, imagining your beautiful, wise brain relaxing as the rest of your face, your head relaxes. Moving the attention to the shoulders, the neck, the heart center, the whole shoulder girdle, feeling that with the inhalation you really become aware of where you might be holding your tension, and using the out breaths to soften and soften and soften. Maybe even imagining that you're using your out breath to gently massage any tension out of your shoulders. Feeling that whilst there's a beautiful lift through the spine, there's a lovely lowering of the shoulders, maybe even drawing your shoulders a little bit back and down, so that there is this corresponding opening through the heart center. Just enough to make you feel safe. Not opening your heart too wide, but not closing yourself off. Finding a safe balance. Choosing how you are showing up in the world today. Moving the attention to the length of both the arms with the next breath in. Using the out breath to soften your arms completely, letting them just be supported by the bed if you're lying down. If you are seated, feeling how the weight of the arms can just gently draw the shoulders down a little bit more. The full length of both arms relaxed and at ease as your hands soften into whatever position you've chosen. Progressively relaxing into this moment. Moving the attention to the belly area. Using the in-breath to settle the attention on the belly and the out-breath to soften all the muscles around the navel so that you feel that your belly is beautifully, beautifully soft, relaxed, so that you can feel your breath moving all the way down into the belly. Noticing how it feels to create the space to breathe into your belly. Notice if your shoulders want to tense up as you try to help the breathing process. Allowing your shoulders to just relax as you relax your belly. Allowing your primary breathing muscle, the diaphragm, to do the breathing. Excuse me. And moving away from the belly now to the gaze. If your eyes are closed, you might want to turn your inner focus inwards and upwards, as if you are focusing on a point between your eyebrows. A beautiful resting place for the attention. If your eyes are open, I invite you to just gently soften your eyelids, so you're just gazing through your eyelashes at a point 1 meter or 2 meters ahead of you. The gaze is gentle, the eyes are soft. Becoming aware of your whole being, fully inhabiting this moment. Whatever it's holding for you, no matter how calm or how agitated your mind, your thoughts may be this morning, allowing yourself to rest with a non-judgmental awareness of how you are. And now choosing one anchor that you can return your attention to every single time you find that you're drifting away in thoughts this morning. I'll mention a few anchors that may be useful, and I invite you to choose one. The particular point in your body where you're most aware of your breath. An area of tension in your body where you habitually hold a sense of bracing. Resting your attention there so that you can notice when you are tensing up, softening when you notice that it's happening or happened. Your gaze can be an anchor. Gazing at that point between the eyebrows. If your eyes are closed. Or gazing at a point in front of you through closed eyelashes, partially closed A mantra can be an anchor. The words "so hum" or "I am." The words breathing in, I'm aware of breathing in. Breathing out, I'm aware of breathing out. Excuse me. Listening can be an anchor. As we listen to the sounds, and listen to the silence that the sounds come from. Coming back to that anchor as often as you find that you're leaning into the future or dwelling in the past. No good thoughts, no bad thoughts. Just thoughts. Allowing yourself to soften every time you become aware of having tensed up in your body. And just starting again, staying with your practice no matter how you're experiencing it this morning. Practicing and developing this powerful ability to notice when you are drifting, noticing what your patterns are, noticing what the accompanying physical charge might be in your body. And developing the capacity to gently but firmly redirect your attention to your chosen anchor as many times as you need to, fully inhabiting this moment with ease and with impartial awareness. Closing with one Om, breath in. Keeping your eyes closed as you bring your palms together, rubbing your hands, generating some heat, some friction, and then cupping your hands over your closed eyes, and then gently opening your eyes into the warmth of your hands. Turning the gaze up towards the sky, down towards the earth, all the way right, all the way left, top right, bottom left, top left, bottom right, all the way up, all the way down, center forward, releasing your hands. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. It feels a bit like Monday morning, even though one day is kind of morphing into the next. How is everyone? Any questions? Anything come up that you want to flag or park? Thanks Arina, thanks Edward, Spiraki, thank you, namaste. Oh, Pam, Grant. Pam, was Atticus with you? We have a rabbit that joins us in the mornings and a number of dogs and cats. Thank you all. Biddy Ryan, where are you in the world? Are you in Wales or am I just imagining that? Thank you for showing up. I'm glad you showed up. You say you needed that. Well done for sitting. Oh good, Atticus was with us. Gianni, Claire, Shiraz Booley, wonderful, Jean, Nicole. Thank you for the unicorn, Jean. Anskib, hi, I don't think I know you. I'm going to look you up now. Zadia, thank you for joining us. So no questions coming up. I wonder, I'm actually gonna Cape Town. Okay, well, I was imagining that you're in Wales. I don't know where that came from. To see whether there's any sense of shift in the practice of sitting over the, gosh, it's 19 days now that we've been doing it together. That's a long time. For some of you, I think, have been here every single morning. That is a phenomenally committed meditation practice. Can we do a class on the principles of meditation? Sure, Nicole, we can do that. Absolutely. Barbara. I must make a note so that I don't say yes and then not do it. Nicole, what sort of things are you thinking, just to understand meditation a little bit better? I tend to like to do those classes as a question and answers, because otherwise I'm telling you stuff you already know, where often the questions that people ask are so much more valuable than me droning on about what I think you want to hear. Was wondering about, Johnny, wondering about the rubbing palms and covering eyes. Okay, I'm going to tell you all about that in a second. Okay, Nicole, yes, we'll definitely do that. And I'm going to do it in a question and answers format, because then you can really ask what it is that you want to know. There's so many myths around meditation. So it can be really lovely to dispel some of those myths. Good. I must just figure out when I'm going to do it. But yes, we'll do that. Johnny, the rubbing palms and the eye stuff. So the rubbing palms is an exercise called palming. It is one of the many yoga kriyas. Now, yoga kriya is one of the purification techniques. There are many of them. And the rubbing hands and palming, it's actually designed to help with your eye muscles. Sorry, I'm really not comfortable here, so I look like I'm fidgeting. It's for relaxing your eye muscles. The warmth of your hands can help to do just that, and it can be incredibly beneficial to people who spend a lot of time at computers, which I think we all are at the moment. Well, I say that, a lot of people are. Screens. So giving your eyes a chance to reset almost, and then the eye yoga, the moving the eyes in particular ways, it's all to do with strengthening your eye muscles. So there's a physiological component, but then there's also a sense of kind of strengthening how you see things, becoming more trusting of your own perception. Excuse me. All the crossing over, it's all about crossing the midline. It's about balancing left brain, right brain. And it actually is incredible for keeping eye health up. So especially if we tend to look at a screen very close to us, we all know that we should, for our eye health, lift our gaze. I think it's once an hour or once every 45 minutes, and gaze at a point far away. So eye yoga takes it one step further and gives you all these beautiful exercises that all sorts of optometrists try to steal as their own. And it can be as simple as bringing your thumb out in front of you and focusing on your thumb. So your thumb is an arm's length away from you. Focus on your thumbnail. You might want to do it right now. It's unbelievably tiring. You bring your thumb in and you keep looking at your thumb until you completely squint, and then you take your thumb away. Keep your head exactly where it is. Don't move your head, but move your thumb out to the right, all the way to the right, and track it with your eyes. You look deeply suspicious of your own thumb. Try not to move your head, and then bring your thumb back. And in towards your face, all the way towards your nose, and bringing it out again. Releasing that thumb, bringing the left thumb out in front of you. Bringing it in, bringing it out. And then keeping your head where it is, tracking your eyes as you bring your arm all the way out to the left, nice straight arm, as far as you can see your thumb. And bringing it all the way back. Bringing it all the way in again. All the way out. And so it continues. So lots of different exercises that you can do. Face yoga as well is a thing, working with the facial muscles. You look like an absolute mad person, which my children find completely delightful. Lots of popping eyes and sticking out of tongues. So yeah, there's so much more to the practice of yoga than just moving your body in a certain way. So yeah, go and if you Google it, you'll find all sorts of things. Just Google eye yoga. Okay, good. I want to get my kids involved, so wanting to understand it myself first. I hear you. My kids so they are 9 and 11 now. And they have become comfortable with the idea of sitting, but often find that just sitting can be very boring. They have this classic monkey mind. So what I find works really well for the young ones, I don't know how old your kids are, is a mindfulness meditation where you get them to listen to something. So for example, doing a journey through the senses, they absolutely love that. Having them, well, there's actually a little exercise, I don't know how old they are, as I say, so maybe it's a bit young for them, but it's called 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you get them to settle into stillness, probably lying down, because they can get quite fidgety. Okay, 5 and 8, so they'll love 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get them comfortable. Make it special. So, it's special time with you, and try not to be too draconian. Don't be that tiger mum who will beat your children into submission to teach them how to meditate. Start with very low expectations, especially for the 5-year-old, although they might surprise you. And 5 is 5 things, name 5 things that you can hear. And maybe between the two of them, they can come up with 5 things. And you encourage them to listen to things close to them, things far away. 4 is things that you can see. So maybe you start out, I'm trying to think, it's a while since I did it. 5 was with their eyes open. Get them to name 5 things that they can see, and they can each name 5 things. And then closing their eyes, 4 things that they can hear. And what you find is the more you do it, the more they begin to listen very intently, and you can prompt them and play with their imagination. So saying things like, aside from the obvious birds and dogs barking and cars or whatever it might be, you can say to them, imagine that you can hear the rustling of a little mouse in the undergrowth. And you just see their listening goes to a whole new level. Or you say, imagine that you can hear the wagging of the tail of the dog 3 houses down. And they love it. And of course, all that you're doing is bringing them into the present moment. 3 things that you can feel, and that will be anything from the sun to the sensation of the floor beneath them, or their clothes against their skin, or the rise and fall of their belly, or whatever it might be. 2 could be things that you can smell, and 1 can be the sense of taste. So I will usually have given mine something to eat or drink beforehand, so that there's something, although even if it's the absence of taste, that is still bringing them into the present moment. So that's a lovely fun one to do. And excuse me, I don't know why I'm so croaky in the mornings. Another thing, Nicole, I'm going to send you a link to my own meditation teacher, Sue Cooper, who is phenomenal and who is sending out daily meditations for adults, but then also for children. And my kids there's a morning one and an evening one. She has a very distinctive voice, and my kids, it's like she casts them under a spell. When they hear her voice, they just are captivated. And it's short enough to keep their attention. So yeah, she's wonderful. I'm going to send you her details right now. For those of you that want to look her up, her name is Sue Cooper. And I think that her tag on Instagram is @SueStillMind. Check that out, Sue Cooper. Okay. Anything else? I think it's coffee time. It's a beautiful morning. Hello, Lebo. Welcome. You missed our sitting, but it'll be on my stories, so if you want to go and do it retrospectively, you can do that. And then I hope you can come and join us tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. South Africa Standard Time. Right, we're down to 9 people. So I'm going to bid you farewell. Have a beautiful day. And see you tomorrow. There's 6 gone, 6 down. I'll go check it out. Beautiful. During the meditation, okay, here's a question. During the meditation, I have blanks. Yeah, tell me more. So I'm curious about these blanks that you have. That sounds very interesting. I want you to tell me more. Maybe you can send me a message, a question. It sounds very interesting. So maybe typing. So without knowing exactly what it is that you're experiencing, blanks, it could be that you are just drifting away into such a deep sense of, it's almost like a trance state, that you aren't aware of where you've been or how long you've been gone for. That's fascinating. Yeah, a very unusual state to have absolutely no thoughts. Okay, will do. I'm not sure why. Interesting. Just I'm curious as to how it feels and if you're aware of where you've drifted to. Is it just that there's no thought process going on at all? It sounds like you're in a really, really deep meditation. Everyone's experience is different, so whatever's happening with you, it's not good, bad, or indifferent. It's your thing, and it's wonderful that you are noticing. That's brilliant. Okay. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, everyone, and let's chat more tomorrow. Take care. Bye.